kind of control somebody for a little bit, that's a big win. So our jiu-jitsu lives in the space between our elbow and our body. If your elbows are close, there's nothing there for you. The minute the elbows, whether the elbows move out or up, any sort of configuration, there's magic in this space. But when you make the staple, irregardless which leg you're using, one of the ideas here, and this is how you start learning how to use your body in weird ways that you don't even think about. All my fixation is up here, but down here too. I don't want his elbow coming back towards his body. If I can keep that elbow, see, it's hard for him to move. If I'm relaxed with it and he pulls his elbow in, even between my legs, I don't have any real control over that elbow. He'll start to connect that elbow to his body, and that's going to be how he starts to get out. So irregardless, whichever staple, I want to make sure that elbow never gets close to his body. So I only say that so once you achieve the staple, the work with that leg is not done. It is actively trying to keep the elbow here. You'll use your instep, your arch, but never lose sight of this until you finalize whatever's going on here. I want to just do a little touch up. The Americana is perfect. Everyone's doing that well. Just the arm bar a little bit. Once you make the staple, I bring my elbow to the inside and bring him up on his shoulder a little bit. And I'm posting with this hand. Now I bring the knee over. Don't put the foot down. The knee and my hip goes forward. Your instep always goes under the shoulder. And you bring the knee up. If your foot goes here, I have no support under his shoulder. If he starts turning into me, see, his elbow comes right out. If I put my instep under his shoulder without holding, it's enough time for me that's going to stabilize the submission. And two very critical parts here. You can hug the elbow and use your body weight to go back. If you do this, don't put your shoulders all the way to the mat. You're going to naturally stretch out your opponent's elbow. It'll be pretty much like right here. You have to have some core strength. If you find that that's a struggle with core strength, drop and hold this way. You see the distance here, but now I can create natural like a handle. And I'm always going against the thumb. One thing that I always want to make sure I get his hand pointed towards the hip, not over his head. Always this angle. If we're above the shoulder or his hand starts to do this, exactly, he's going to roll out of it. I just turn a little bit, turn the thumb in towards his hip, and I don't pull his arm anymore. If he tries to turn out of it again, he's going to stretch his own arm. He won't do it. So, a couple of little details. You'll start with your staple. Just drill the arm bar a little bit now. Elbow comes to the inside. You can put your foot down over the shoulder, but then the knee and the hip go close, and you see where my foot is. The foot stays there. I just bring the knee up. You can hug here or here. Just be mindful of already the extension on the arm, and always, if possible, be in line with the shoulder, but always turn that hand in just a little bit towards the hip. That'll neutralize any escape. The submission, when done right, should not hurt, unless it has to hurt. But your entries and everything, especially when you're drilling, your partners should not feel any real discomfort. Okay? Are there any questions? I want to just do this, and then we're going to move on to a different technique. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.